Again, ladies, welcome to Calvin University's Marvin A. Zeidema Field for tonight's contest between the Calvin University Knights and the Kalamazoo College Hornets. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Hornets of Kalamazoo, in goal, number 1, Gavin Houtcooper. A junior defender, number 2, Travis Barclay. A senior defender, number 5, Mikey Schwartz. A senior defender, number 7, Hayden Strobel. A junior midfielder, number 8, Tony Yazbek. A senior defender, number 11, Colton Farley. Another junior midfielder, number 11, Paul Karras. A junior forward, number 14, Emilio Romo. A sophomore midfielder, number 16, Shun Yanahara. A defensive freshman, number 22, Colin Halloran. And finally, a senior midfielder, number 26, Alex Wallace. And now for your homestanding Calvin Knights. In goal, a junior, Daniel Wonder. A senior defender, number 2, Daniel Drew Venando. A junior defender, number 3, Aguma Mahumaza. A sophomore forward, number 7, Oliver Akintade. A junior midfielder, number 14, Seamus Kilgallen. A junior defender, number 18, Ethan Harvey. A senior midfielder, number 19, Mason Smith. A senior midfielder, number 22, Coleman Ulrey. A senior defender, number 23, Sam Twig. A senior defender, junior defender, number 24, Alex Bowser. A junior midfielder, number 26, Chris Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please remove your caps as we honor our nation by playing our national anthem. I was hearing it better before. Nope, here we go. Okay. Well, welcome to Calvin's Marv A. Zeidema Field for tonight's matchup between the Kalamazoo Hornets and the Calvin University Knights. The Hornets come in with an outstanding record of 9-2-2. Calvin counters that with a record of 12-2-2. Calvin at home has been 5-1-2 and a 7-1 on their way
schedule. Both teams 4-0 in conference. This is a big 3 points. Alongside me for the first half, at least, is Calvin's version of Julie Foudy. That is head coach Emily Ottenhoff of the women's soccer program, having a great season for them. Emily, thanks for joining us, and she will provide all things soccer. I'll try to keep the story moving.
Thanks, Jim. A lot of pressure here, but I'll try to live up to Julie Foudy's level of expertise.
The Knights will be moving from left to right on your television or computer monitor as Coleman Ulrich serves one in. Kalamazoo comes away with a possession, although now Oliver Akintade has it in the deep corner with a cross. And that's going to be a corner kick. Set piece is always important, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they put a ball in behind right away, trying to put pressure on the back line, and comes away with a corner. A good opportunity for the Knights.
If you've been following the Knights, of course, Sam Twigg, Oliver Akintade have been the prolific scorers. Kalamazoo counters that with Emilio Romo, who at this point has 14 points, 7 goals, and Alex Wallace, number 26, with 5 goals and 1 assist. I don't hear her in my. Did you hear me through the earphones? Okay. The Knights send it in. Sam Twigg trying to chase it down. Kalamazoo turns it out. This is going to be a low-scoring affair. At least we think so. A lot of it's going to be determined by the midfield in these close contests. Wallace tries to cross. It's going to be a corner for the Hornets.
Ethan got caught a little high there, and it was good. Kalamazoo finding space in behind. Good for Ethan to recover. Unfortunate on the corner kick. A good chance for Kalamazoo here.
You know, the Knights look like they have a little bit of advantage in the air. You know, that height doesn't always mean you have an advantage there. There's good players who can play the ball out of the air, but with Drew and Aguma back there, you like our chances on a ball like that. But anytime there's a corner kick, that ball's thrown in there, it's nervous for us fans.
Definitely. Also, with the Knights playing that kind of zone in front of the goal makes it a lot more difficult. Just having players go attack the ball and try to get it out of the space.
So, Calvin in their familiar 4-3.
4-3-3. They're playing with one holding, so Coleman Ulrich's playing with at the holding. You got Seamus and Mason playing attacking. This is the way Coach Souders likes to play. And it's very attack-minded.
Yeah, a little more offensive-minded.
The Knights can get in behind, really putting some balls in early on the diagonal to make Kalamazoo have to step back into their defensive third.
Akintade battling for the ball down there. It looks going to be a throw in for Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, can you help me out, Coach? What it looks like they're doing from an alignment standpoint?
Didn't see it from the kickoff. Also looks like a 4-3-3 to me.
Pretty not standard, but some of the most popular ones that we see.
Yep, playing through the holding mid there into the back line. So basically manned up in the middle, and then 3v4 in the back, and looks like they've got one holding as well.
It couldn't be a better night for mid-October. About 64, no wind, no rain on the horizon. So you're glad that in a game that means this much, that weather won't be a factor, wind won't be a factor. It will just be the skill, effort, and intensity on the field. So, again, at home, we were watching Romo, number 14 over here, being marked right now by Aguma. Drew coming out hard. Chris Shaw sending it deep, trying to get Sam Twig loose. Sam battling for the ball.
Again, the Knights are just trying to kind of put pressure on their back line and see if they can push Kalamazoo a little bit further back and make them have to start their attack a little bit further.
I always say the Knights want to play on the other team's half. Every team wants to do that. The Knights really put a big pressure on there. It's going to be another throw-in. Throw-ins are always dangerous at Zeidema because of the width of the field, particularly down there in the last, 10, 15 yards. It almost acts like another set-piece corner kick, and the Knights will talk about how they want to defend this. Kalamazoo comes in here with a freshman goalkeeper, but a lot of experience. They've been in big games. They have found a way. That's a dangerous throw.
Very dangerous. Put it right on the goalkeeper. Made him have to make a play.
Yazbek is the other one who's been in the attack. Mason clears it, but right to Seamus on the second ball. I think the Knights would want to settle down and try to possess it a little bit more. I know that Coach Sauter's looking for that.
Yeah, kind of struggling to find our target in the middle, but also, trying to find space behind when they can. If Kalamazoo's going to step high, you're trying to find some territory behind.
There's a dangerous play. Romo just wide.
Knights almost had the Hornets pinned on the sideline there. Let them out of space and put a good ball in behind. That made it challenging for Mahumaza and Van Andel to have to kind of track back.
It's interesting. I think when you watch teams on tape and you go through your pregame prep, and not until you actually get on the field do you really feel like you can really get a sense for them. How hard they play, how energetic they are. I know this is a big one for both teams, and I think everybody's just trying to feel each other out at this point. Oh, a slip there by Shaw, but Mason battles it back.
Definitely a feeling out period right now. I feel like Kalamazoo's just trying to get into space when a throw-in goes out. They're not rushing too quickly, trying to control the pace of the game, and get themselves set into the formation and positions they want to be in.
I'll go back to your playing days. How important in a big game like this do you want to feel for what the middle is going to call? Akintade on the pressuring down that channel over there. Kalamazoo clears it, but it'll be a Knight throw-in.
Yeah, you always want to solidify the middle of the field. Obviously, that's where the goal is, right? And certainly in the midfield, if you can kind of break through and find that pressure release on the weak side, that can put you in really early. So really important to be organized in the midfield as you get going early in the game.
Kalamazoo bringing everyone back. Van Andel in there. Aguma in there. Akintade with a attempt.
Try the side volley.
Yeah.
Get over the top of it.
It looks so easy when they're doing that stuff in the summer or before practice, but when it happens in a game, it's just a little different.
It was a little bit of a reach kind of above his head. It would have been a screamer if he hit it, though.
Yeah. Freshman goalkeeper Gavin Houtcooper from Battle Creek, Dalton Kellogg. Kind of right in between both programs, and he's proven to be a good addition for the Hornets and Coach Shabazz. There's a nice ball by Jack. Crossed immediately. Oh.
That was a really good opportunity. Great header from Akintade. Sam kept it, was able to turn forward and play him into space. Just missed it on the bending ball, slotting across.
Romo with the good play there to take it away from Ulrey in the middle. Yazbek. Ulrich tries to get it out to Ethan. Ethan has his hands full with Wallace. Yazbek back to Wallace. Puts it on goal. It'll be a goal kick.
Just missed back post there. I'm sure he was trying to get a little bit more bend on that to find his runner on the back post, but it's a good idea.
Wow. Right from Daniel.
Well done from Ali, able to steal him off.
Ollie with his. Oh! I didn't see that. I'm blocked by the.
Well, no secret there. The Knights are trying to get around the corner. We know that about them.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that about their program. And Ali got in, slipped him in behind. Couldn't tell who that went off of. Obviously, I'm not closer than the ref, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
.34:21 remaining. Hopefully you could see that on your home computer, but if you're listening on the computer, 34:14 remaining as Ulrich battles in the middle for possession and sends it wide left for Hornets throw-in.
Bowser just trying to clear it out of pressure. Unfortunately, Twig can't hold that up for the Knights. But maybe an opportunity here to press. If they can kind of keep them in the space they want them.
Both teams giving effort and feeling it out. Another throw-in for the Knights, or for the Hornets, excuse me. Moved Ethan Harvey back to the defense and moved Bowser over a few games ago. Seems to find some success there. This will be a test of that kind of new lineup. Wallace.
Nice little chest on the through ball. Something different. Almost got him in behind.
Oh.
Good pressure from Mason.
Pressure by Mason and forced a handball. Guy got to be, what, about 35 yards out? I can't always.
Yeah, about 35 out. Mason always tries to bend a ball in. We'll see if he's going to put one on frame or.
So the wall will be. Do you think they'll have a wall? Wow, that's a long 10 yards. But we're not down there. It looks like they're holding the 18, as teams will. Mason, Hout Cooper the goalie. Chips it in. Headed away by the Hornets. Chased down by Venando. Sent back in. Shaw. Again, Ulrich with it. Back to Drew. Venando. And now we seem to settle into play, and the ball's sent out to Yazbek with Harvey pressuring that. Chris Shaw helping him there. Harvey loses his footing. That's kind of a wet spot. It's tough for the official, but you got a foul. Yazbek didn't like the call.
That's a good read from Harvey to step into that space, and then Shaw's doubled down. Unfortunately, as Ethan was servicing, he slipped. Thought that could have been a poor giveaway, but thankfully there's a call there for him.
So talking to Coach Souders throughout the day today, he talked about Kalamazoo just being a tough team to break down, and he also used the word technically sound. Explain that to us when he says it are tough to break down.
Yeah, well, I think that they're really organized, right? So they know where they're supposed to be. They drop in and defend well. They get wide quickly. You've seen a couple times trying to find through their target, get a little bit of up back through the seams, and they're technically sound enough to do that, right? They're good enough on the ball. They can, play in one touch when they need to or two touch. Just good at reading the game. So that's what makes this a difficult matchup for the Knights, because they're trying to do the same thing. So that's why we got a good game on our hands tonight.
Ori sends it back to the keeper.
Good decision to play back under pressure.
Reorganize. The Knights moving together as a unit of 10 out there with their goalkeeper. The same could be said as now the pressure comes. Wallace up the sideline. Harvey battling that. Will be a throw in. They go quickly. Yazbek. Back to Wallace.
Good deflection from Mason. Just trying to disrupt the play.
Colton Farley, the senior defender. Seamus with a little chip. Twig running it down.
Not the worst idea.
Yeah.
You'd take Sam in that spot, but too far.
Harvey with pressure. They're looking to, it seems to me, Coach, they're looking to work down this side of the field, or maybe that's just, but you have Yazbek over here.
Yeah, you haven't seen a ton of big switches. Obviously, Kalamazoo just switched it through the back, and the counter to that is the Knights trying to keep them on one side. So that's, good pressing and good play from Kalamazoo. That would be a chance where they could.
Oh, a little overlapping run by. Oh, and that'll go Calvin's way. Yeah, I don't care how many times I've been in a game. I always hold my breath when somebody goes down and I hear that whistle until I see that ref's arm go. Coaches are more used to that than us fans. Wonder's able to put the ball a long way. No, I don't think that was. I think he'd take that one. Harvey with a head to keep the ball going. Shaw with the possession. Mason Smith battling. Yazbek gets it. Romo to Wallace. Wallace sends it, and he's in a foot race. Drew.
Tough drop. Drew wasn't dropped off far enough.
Yep. Seamus battling. Kilgallen. It's a little pressure. Well, it's about what we expected with 28-14 remaining. We haven't had a sub yet.
We also haven't had maybe one good opportunity from the Knights and one from Kalamazoo.
Both teams have had, I think, one corner kick. So far, the field hasn't been a factor. We've seen a few slips. If you're familiar with Michigan, at this time of year, there's probably a little condensation on the field.
Definitely.
It was a 64, 65-degree day, beautiful day here in Grand Rapids. But there's always a little slickness going on. Student section over there behind the fence tonight. We haven't had the fence out. Ball cleared. Aguma.
Wasn't a bad decision from Mahumasa to head it back. So Daniel could catch it. Just a mistake there. And Kalamazoo does a good job of cleaning that up. That's a really tough play. Forward, closing down on your back, trying to make that decision on what's going to happen there. Kind of set the ball between the goalkeeper and the center back to make him have to make a tough decision.
So now the Knights are going to play from behind. If you're Kalamazoo, does that change? You're not going to just pack it in yet, right? That's a long time to pack it in.
That would be a long time to pack it in. Obviously, the Knights have a pretty potent offense, and I have to believe Kalamazoo feels like they can get another one. So I'm thinking they're going to keep going at them and try to press and see if they can get a second one.
Wallace. Call for a foul and another dangerous position for the Knights to be in. The Hornets up 1-0. 26-33 remaining on a kind of an awkward play that a lot of decisions had to be made, and tough chance for the Calvin defense. Now they'll just have to battle back. Plenty of time left. The Knights setting up a wall of three. Yazbek and freshman Holleran. It'll be Holleran. with a strike. Great save.
What a save by Wonder and a great hit.
Yeah, wow. Freshman from Kalamazoo Central put a,
Tried to beat him near post.
Yeah.
It's gutsy.
and the Knights now have to defend a corner. And here we go. You often find out that first, you see all kinds of coaches with the 5 minutes after a goal, both teams, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You're trying to put another one on when they're down, and
Great
you like to
pass.
strike right back and get that goal to level the score. Sam Twig with great hustle out to Shaw. Shaw back to Bowser. Bowser plays it in, just misses it. Yazbek now in the attack with an overlapping run by Wallace into the middle. Through ball deflected by Venando.
The Knights have
Over to
switched Harvey
Kilgallen.
and Bowser's sides. So now you've got Harvey on his strong left foot, Bowser on his right foot.
Akatati in the corner working to bring the ball to the goal. Looking for a little bit of contact there, but I think the referee is not going to give that at this point. If you're Kalamazoo Hornets, it couldn't have gone any better on the road, right? You get that early goal, you get a little confidence going, and you set the Knights back a little bit off their heels. But I think it's settled in a little bit. Another slip by Twig. Pressure, a lot of pressure over there.
Cheeky to get out of that. Certainly the Hornets are feeling a little bit like they play a little bit more free, having a goal behind them.
Yep.
I think they know they're not out of clearance by any means.
Mason battles in the middle.
The scoop pass.
Yep.
You see that very often, getting on the sideline.
Shaw battling Holleran. Holleran to the freshman defender who just sent a rocket in little.
Kalamazoo's got the Knights on their heels a little bit.
A little offsides.
A lot of the clearances for the Knights are just off their back foot.
Now
Leaning
Harvey
back a
and
lot.
Bowser back.
Oh, yeah, they switch back. Certainly having them each on those sides allows them to service across the field on their strong foot. Or their preferred foot, I should say. They can both play with both, but
Yep. Get the ball down to our feet. Now we go to the attack. Coleman coming to the ball nicely. Fighting off the defender. Shaw now fighting off three. Throw in Knights.
tough space for Ulrey to have to, I expect they're trying to get him to turn out and find the other side of the field, but he was played into his front
Oh, it
foot.
wasn't a throw-in, but rather a foul. Harvey on the left foot from Naperville. Plays it short to Ulrey. Now we're going to send it back to Aguma. Ahuma's over to Akintade.
Great service across.
I can't
Switch
say
the
that
point.
3 times fast, but Ulrey in the middle. Oh, Wallace deflects it away. Mason chasing the corner. Pressure gets it back to Shaw. Shaw fighting off near the 18. Now they're in the box. Mason back to Ulrey. Ulrey switches as Bowser collects. Akintade.
Quality for Makatadady. Turns out of it. Looking to combine. See if they can play him back in.
Oh, throw in or foul, Coach?
That's a
A
foul.
little better angle. Okay. This is a set piece and a chance. In comes our center backs, our 6'3" center backs, looking for that equalizer. I've always wanted to say that word. Shaw talking to Harvey about the plan if it comes back to them. I think it's Mason taking it. Is that correct?
That's Mason Smith.
Mason
I have to
Smith.
believe he's going to try to put some spin on it, bend it far post.
Coach Sauer's wondering what's taking so long. Can you what the official.
I'm not really sure what the official's explaining to them. It's definitely allowing more organizing to happen.
Mason curls it in.
Ball back. Looks like a corner for the Knights.
Yeah.
That's a really difficult ball for Mason. That's well done. Unfortunately, the Knights just can't get ahead on it.
So it's going to be a little different angle, same play. The Knights, again, with their crew up there trying for the equal. Oh, he plays it out. Out rush the Hornets. We send it back in. Kilgallen. Back to Ulrey. Ulrey switching.
Tough angle there.
Yeah. Back to Bowser.
Looks like they're called offside.
Yeah, down here.
On Akintade.
Well, that's interesting. Or is it late, or you didn't see the...
He didn't see the flag, and it looks like he just came on late. Those are always kind of confusing ones after the plays continued on for a little bit longer than you thought.
I don't think our officials are using the communication system that they do in the professional leagues or in Division I. That would maybe stop it sooner. So it.
Great.
Fernando battling. Twig battling. Thrown in. Romo turned out by Mahumaza.
Good decision from Mahumaza to just kind of play it out of pressure and allow his team to reset.
Yazbek with a throw in. He's been active today. Holleran, another Kalamazoo Central. Yazbek, a junior from West Bloomfield. Big, strong defender here. Holleran with a throw in. Another dangerous ball.
Oh.
Wow. I think he was going on goal there. That wasn't a cross. A little chip back into Wallace. Battled away by, I can't see. I think that's Harvey. They switch on like corners or throw-ins from a size perspective. You see Harvey switching back and Bowser over there. And I think that comes out of that kind of throw-in situation.
Yeah, another really difficult play for the Knights. That deflection put two people wide open, two Hornets wide open, and Knights thinking that they might be offside, but they were not.
It's a throw-in by Holland on the other side. Again, ball's plinking around in there.
Knights just need to get a clearance here.
They do. Harvey coming hard. Sent back in. There we go.
And Andel had to do a lot of work in the air there. Wasn't able to quite get a firm header on it a few times.
So our first sub, explain this to the audience at home. We're bringing in Neuenhuis, taking out Ulrey, which is a holding mid. That moves Mason Smith back there.
Yep, so Mason's going to be holding. Looks like we're moving Ollie to the right. And Neuenhuis is going to go on the left.
Okay. Neuenhuis, the left footer.
And dropped Shaw into the midfield.
Into the spot where Mason Smith was.
Yep, he's attacking.
Oh. In the NFL, that. Oh. Will that be a card? I don't think so, but he's going to talk to him. Did he stop the clock? I don't think so. Now he's stopping the clock. Sure
There's
enough.
The card, yep, gives him the yellow.
Hands out wide. Is that not a dangerous play?
Yeah, I mean, Ollie had possession, pushed it past him, and the defender just kind of came through him. It's tough. You try to give good pressure on the ball and be physical. Sometimes those plays happen, and they are dangerous, but you kind of have to be accountable for it.
The lead official, the middle, is talking to Wallace, their captain, and Coach Shabazz. She's going to get a little explanation there. And it seemed to be satisfied by the answer. 17:05, clock stop. Knight on a set piece. Harvey, an in-swinger. Oh, boy, it looked like they got tangled up. Again, we're We're a long ways away. Doesn't seem like too many people are complaining. Coach Souders talking to his assistants, Brady Bryant, Stephen Hooker, and Matt Hines. 2 of the 3 played for him, and Coach Bryant played with him in their pro careers down in Charlotte. Can be lonely sometimes making decisions. It's good to have a staff, isn't it, Coach?
Definitely. Some people lean on and reassure you, or maybe, make you think twice about something that you're going to choose. But
Oh. Foul Manandle. You knew it right away. The old basketball thing where you used to have to stick up your hand after you fouled.
haven't had a ton of rhythm in this game. A little bit more fouling than I think both teams are expecting. Ref might be calling it tighter than they thought.
The Knights are holding the 18. Oh, ball sent over to Farley. Farley sends it in. Romo can't corral it. Boy, I think that was Neuenhuis left-footed, and the Knights trying to work their way back. They're throwing Hornets on the far side. Fernando. Wow.
Really good pressure from the Hornets. Ends up being an easy save for Wonder.
Going quickly, trying to find Twig, play off Twig. Neuenhuis battles in there. That little battle got his possession. Ball swung out here to Harvey, back to Smith. Smith to Mahumazah, switches to Fernando, and the Knights reorganize. Good pressure by Romo. Romo coming hard. Smith, Mahumazah, and now the Knights move forward. Harvey with the one touch, trying to play Twig in. Akintade battling. That was the one that that brought Coach right out of his seat.
Yeah, it's a tough call. That's what I'm talking about. It's just some tough calls here.
I think Kalamazoo will take their time on just about every free kick the rest of the way. They're not selling out on this one. It's the ball is just maybe a yard or so beyond midfield. 13:52 on the clock. Ball sent in the box. Mahumazah plays it out. Akintade plays it to himself. It's going to be a collision. Holleran. Excuse me, that's not Holleran. That's Colton Farley, a senior defender from Clarkston, Michigan.
Yeah, just does a good job of kind of swooping in and kind of eliminating Akintade's run there.
It's going to be a goal kick.
Kalamazoo doing a really good job of finding their target. He's really good at laying balls off and making it difficult for the Knights to predict where he's going next.
Yanni Hare, a sophomore midfielder from Geneva, Illinois. Don't know, it's near the Wisconsin border, if I'm not mistaken. It's an in-swinger. Dangerous.
Knights are really struggling clearances on those set pieces. Just getting a clean header out and a good clearance. It's giving Kalamazoo a second chance on each of their set pieces.
Oh. And Mason with the control. And here we go. Yaz back on the wing. I missed that sub. It's Ethan Brown in the midfield. Tracks that one down. Twig battling. Wallace goes down. And the Knights will be defending. Hollering with the kick. Is Brown now playing?
Well, they're leaving him high in this situation. I haven't. Tough to understand how he gets loose in the box. Thankfully, he didn't get a clean header on it. Wonder picks it up easily.
Ooh, the highest one of the day. Sent back to Wonder. Wonder has to play it with his feet. He does so. Now sends it deep, looking for Neuenhuis. Neuenhuis throws it to the corner. Brown tracking it down, putting pressure.
Looks like we have Ethan Brown playing target. Sam Twig drops in as an attacking mid, trying to get underneath and see if he can find some space going forward. Mason doing a good job of switching the point of attack for the Knights.
Plenty of time. I think the Knights, I think the effort's there. I think they've met a really good team, and now they're trying to figure it out. It's nothing that we didn't expect.
And Kalamazoo pretty content to not step out here. Just kind of hold the space and see if the Knights will give it back to him or if they can pin him on a sideline.
Twig to Shaw. Romo. Aguma chasing it down. Here comes Wallace. Wallace on the ball. Drew battling back there. It looks like Romo is down. I don't know the rules all the time if you're supposed to kick it out. The Knights seem to be on attack. Romo's down. Sends it in. And now it is going to be a goal kick, and we'll come back here and check it out. 9:49. Calvin Athletic Training holding his arm. Romo will talk to Coach Shabazz, and
Looks like he's just going to step off and they'll play down a man until he's...
well, tell me how that works.
Nope, they're going to sub him.
So into the game goes Aiden Gillig. Romo has been a significant contributor for Kalamazoo, both in the season and this game. He's being tended to. Now, on an injury, can he re-enter?
He won't be able to re-enter in the first half. Had he stayed out there, even if an athletic trainer came out to see him, he could step off and step back on.
Okay, play a...
Yep, they would choose to go man down. Looks like this is a little bit longer of something they need to look at. And so Coach just subbed in a new person, so he'll be able to re-enter in the second half.
Those are all decisions that in games like this, you're always questioning. Harvey, looks like the Knights are going to try to play a little Plinko, throw this one into the box and see if they can force a mistake or a ball. Kalamazoo tries to clear it, but the Knights have some space. A nice defensive play by...
Interesting. Kind of
no call there.
bodies on the ground.
Here comes Kalamazoo. Play by Mason Smith. Mason now with the counter. Finding Neuenhuis. Neuenhuis. Boy, always looks from over here like they're playing out of bounds.
Smith looked like he wanted Brown to check to him instead of playing a space. Just a little miscommunication there.
Nice crowd by the students today.
Good pressure from Brown. Make him have to play back to their goalkeeper.
7:47.
See if they can intercept this. Unfortunately, they can't keep it there.
Oh, a little bit of break for the Knights there. Harvey, Brown, Shaw, Mahumaza, Van Andel, Bowser, Neuenhuis, Wonder in goal. Chris Shaw in there as well. We've had one sub for the Hornets, and that's a little bit due to injury. They have another one waiting to come in. Yazbek deflects it. Good foul. That's, you're coaching here. That's kind of the worst part of the field right now. Not that it's dirt, but it's the softest grass right in that area.
Yeah, kind of down the middle channel.
Yeah.
Is a tougher part there. That was kind of an interesting foul. Kind of got wrapped up around him, trying to step.
Shielded out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick with 6:22 to go. Sub. Chad Ewing, a freshman midfielder for Northfield, Michigan, coming in for junior Yazbek, who's been, again, a key contributor, getting a little rest. He's run a lot of miles. And here comes Mason. Trying to find a ball through to Twig. Akintade now controls the ball. Again, slips. Might have been out of bounds by Harvey.
That's a good idea from the Knights. Twig and Akintade kind of making the same run there. Unfortunately, can't pull it up.
There's the foul. The Knights, that was probably the one they reacted the most to. So, one, because it's in a dangerous position. Two, Mason pleading his case a little bit with the center referee.
Yeah, it's tough. You try to figure out kind of who got their arm or their shoulder over the other person, and obviously Mason didn't see it the same way as the official did.
So Halloran, who we already have seen strike the ball when he went near post earlier in the half, now lining one up. Wonder getting his wall and then trying to take away a little bit, a little chip, and that's going to go long. As we track that down with 4:22 to go from Vennord Arena, the finals in 44 minutes. The Knights win the volleyball match against Kalamazoo 3-0. 25-18 the first set, 25-9, 25-10. So the Knights move to 21-2 and look forward to be in the Midwest Invitational this weekend with some outstanding teams. The Knights out here find themselves down 1-0. Harvey again working with Akintade. Back to Harvey on the near sideline. Shaw, we're switching the point of attack. A little slip out there, an overlapping run by Bowser. Defended well by the Hornets. The Knights putting pressure on. Ball settles down to Mason's feet and cleared by the Hornets. The Knights will retreat, reorganize. Good pressure by the Hornets. Mason corrals it. Gets Evan in. Evan's left-footed. Evan's battling for the ball. Looks like it's going to be a corner. Was that a nice service or?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're trying to catch him, after some pressure, trying to catch him in behind. I thought Evan, for the angle that he had, did a good job of at least getting something out of it, right? A corner is a free service in front of the goal. So, and
It's going to be another corner. If
the Knights with the height advantage, you like their chances on that.
Oh, and we're lined up again with 2:36 to go. Knights trying to take advantage of this opportunity with the time running down here in the first half.
A lot of shoving in the box.
I don't know how they sort that all out, but looks like the far post, the Knights are going to have another corner kick and are upset that Akitati seemed to be taken down to the box. A lot of grabbing
right
and
now.
holding, and Shaw already, or Twig, the officials talking to them. I can't see it. Now Mason seems to be taking, maybe.
Yep, Mason Smith's on
All
the
right,
ball.
Ethan Harvey back. Ethan Brown coming in. Kentati runs to the.
Knights trying to find
The second person
set piece
through.
there.
Have Akintati draw some attention. Nice ball there. Mason working. Takes it to the end line. Serves it in. Oh!
That's a spot you don't see Mason often since he's in the middle of the field this year, but he's very comfortable out there. He can service a good ball. He's quick. Puts a nice ball in the back post. Van Andel just can't head it down.
I think Coach Shabazz will be content to go in 1-0 with Romo and Yazbek getting some rest. It'd always be nice to go in even at half, but plenty of time yet to find that goal.
Looks like Romo has some ice on that shoulder from earlier in the game when he came out. See if he's able to return in the second half.
Brown fighting for possession here late in the half. Wallace on a ball to Gillig. Wonder will come up and corral that, and with 24 seconds to go, he will send one as far as he possibly can, and Neuenhuis tries to serve it back into the middle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we'll go to halftime, 0-0. We'll be back after a 15-minute break here. Coach, thanks for joining us. I don't know if I'll be with you in the second half as Jeff Phoebus may be coming over to take over his duties. And the man, the myth, the legend.
Way better at this than I am, so hopefully for everybody's sake he gets in here.
Yeah, an interesting. I can just give you a few scores from around the league. Hope with a win today in men's soccer. Trine on senior night down there defeats Adrian 3-1. Hope wins 2-1 at Elma. Other game being played, Olivet Albion. We don't have a score yet. And, of course, here, Kalamazoo up 1 on Calvin Volleyball. Looks like Trine with a 3-0 victory over Alma. Halftime statistics. You know better than I if there's anything there that would stand out.
Well, the Hornets are out shooting the Knights 9-5.
Which doesn't happen often, to be honest
No,
with you.
it doesn't. Saves are close.
About
Hornets
fouls?
have 3 saves to the Knights 2. Actually, more fouls on Kalamazoo, 8-6. Calvin out cornering Kalamazoo 5-2.
Yeah. With 3 of those coming there in the last 2 minutes. Again, we'll be back in about 13 minutes or so, and maybe we'll be back, or maybe Jeff Phoebus will take it over. Thank you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Well, welcome, Jeff.
We're fine.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. We're through one half here. The Knights down 1-0, being outshot 9-5. The Hornets have 8 fouls to our 6. We've had more corners than they have. We're
Yep.
just updating you. I know that you just came from North Arena in a rather tidy 3-0 victory,
It was.
25-18.
Some very good serving, 11 aces by the Calvin women's volleyball team, and that will add up points quickly.
Yeah, we're going to be the center of the volleyball universe here in Division III with Claremont Mud Scripps number 2 and
Yeah, Ohio Northern ranked 14th, Hope 4th, and Calvin 6th, and then some other
Milliken.
strong teams. Milliken for one. I know there's at least one other school that I'm missing on the schedule there.
But that's right. It's been a busy day. Thank you for joining up. I'm going to turn play-by-play duties over to you, but I'll stay on to help to kind of give you some context for the evening. As I've said, it's been a beautiful day. Great game I'm glad the elements aren't part of it, Jeff.
Well, and the pitches, and here we are. We're getting toward the back third of October, and the pitch is in pretty good shape here. Something to be grateful for. I mean,
started out a little rough with all the games early.
Yep.
The Knights, it'll be interesting. So Romo looks like he's ready to come back second half. He left he got a little banged up there.
Well, he's a very dangerous player. I've watched Kalamazoo a couple of times. He hurt Hope in the non-conference game that Kalamazoo won. I think he had 2 goals in that one and is the player of the week in the MIAA right now on the offensive side. So he's obviously the danger man for Kalamazoo. That's for sure.
He's been active. Wallace, who's their second leading point getter. Also, Alex Wallace has been active. I tell you, Holleran coming out of the back, 22, had a well-struck kick. And Yazbek's been pesky down here.
Yep.
The Knights have looked to try to work it out. As I told the audience earlier, talking to Coach Souders today about this game, he felt they were technically sound. They're going to be tough to break down.
Yep.
He thought it'd be a 1-0, 2-1
Well,
type of game. Plenty of time left. You got to stay with what you're doing.
Well, the thing that people might forget, because COVID just kind of turned, 2019 into the spring of 2021 into like this one long interval where you just kind of forget. But, Kalamazoo was an NCAA tournament team in 2019. In fact, the MIAA had 3 teams, Kelvin, Hope, and Kalamazoo, all made it into the NCAAs. And Lamumba Shabazz has done an amazing job at Kalamazoo. Probably has been in the shadow of Kelvin and to some degree Hope over the last handful of years. But, he's closing in on 100 wins. He's been at Kalamazoo the same amount of years that Coach Souders has been here at Kelvin. And this is one of his more dangerous teams. They have not lost since September 11th. In fact, I was just talking to my counterpart, my former Kelvin student colleague, Mitch Blancaspor, who's down at Wilmington. And Wilmington actually is the last team to have defeated Kalamazoo. And they did it actually fairly tidily, Wilmington, defeating Kalamazoo at K on September 11. And since then, the Hornets have really been on a roll. It was almost a bit of a wake-up call there.
Yeah.
Although Wilmington's got a real nice team. I hear all about Wilmington sports updates from Mitch, of course. But, the regional rankings come out tomorrow. And I would not be surprised to see Wilmington in the regional rankings. They are kind of right up at the top of the OAC. A little bit of a surprise.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them up there. And, we saw Ohio Northern, a team that Kalamazoo has also played. Calvin beat ONU 2-1. And then I was looking at the results. K and ONU went 2-2 about 3 weeks ago.
So Romo is back out there. We're happy to see that. We never like to see injuries that prevent people from playing. It's too short of a career, too short of a season.
Yep.
The Knights now will be traveling right to left on your radio dial, but also on your computer screen or TV or however you're joining us. So, Jeff, I'll turn it back over to you, and I'll try to help when I can.
Yeah, I'm going to put the roster here right in front. And it looks like Kelvin's going to try to jump on Kalamazoo with some early pressure. It's not atypical when a team is down a goal. They try to put the heat on in the first 5-6 minutes and see if they can't break through and equalize. We'll see. We'll see how Kalamazoo's defense responds as well. Ball up near midfield, and that was Romo who got a piece of that one.
Yep. Up
the near side, and Bowser battling pretty tightly there with, let's see, number 7. Strobel. So looks like a little foul here on Kalamazoo. Free kick coming up for Twig.
So Jeff, this will be the 3rd different person we've tried in that striking position. Now it looks like Jack Kilgallen.
Well, a quick restart by Van Andel and over the head of Shaw.
So it looks like the coaching staff met, and Akintati's over here to the left. It looks like Shaw's to the right.
Yep.
Twig playing that kind of attacking midfield.
Yep, the number 10 role.
Yep. And so Kilgallen, this is the first we've seen that. I don't know how much you watched earlier, but we've had Twig up there.
He's playing up top.
Yeah, and we've also had Brown up there. The back 4s remained the same.
Well, it gives Kalamazoo a little bit of a different look, and here's Mason Smith up ahead to Kilgallen, and a lot of tugging and pulling. Well,
we had 1 card in the first half.
Yeah, of course, you know me, I'm a dyed-in-the-world Arsenal fan, and our young guy, Bukayo Saka, almost got his leg kicked off yesterday, and there was no card given to the Crystal Palace player. So I guess I'm used to seeing some pretty heavy-duty fouls out there, and sometimes cards and things not being called by the official. Here's Kelvin. Speaking of Crystal Palace, Drew Van Andel with the ball. He's a huge Crystal Palace fan. Little through ball pass and couldn't quite get the run in sync there with Mr. Kilgallen.
Freshman goalkeeper Gavin.
Oh, boy. And we got a little pushing and shoving, little obstruction. And Kilgallen was trying to get to the ball. And the center back for Kalamazoo got in the way. And I think Kilgallen's going to get the talking to as he just...
Clock.
Well, fans were calling.
Started again, Christian.
Not sure I ever saw the ref put his hands above his head.
freshman goalkeeper Gavin Houtcooper.
Yeah, Kalamazoo is kind of split time in nets between a junior keeper and a freshman keeper. Making the big call to go with the freshman tonight. That was Coleman Ulrey sending it up the near sideline, but Kalamazoo putting a lot of pressure on Calvin's possession there. Knights are going to have to do some quick passing to get some opening. Looking here is Mason Smith, who gets a little deflection. Ball squirts through. Kalamazoo's going to play it back to the keeper. And Kilgallen putting some heat on. Couldn't get there in time. Van Andel with a header. Huge week of action for Calvin. Hosting Kalamazoo tonight, and then they go to Hope on a Saturday. Couldn't get a tougher week in the schedule, that's for sure. I guess you could have both games on the road, but that'd probably be the only other thing that you could say. Huge crowd for Calvin, looking at the far side, a big student contingent, trying to urge Calvin on to get that tying goal.
That's been a positive with one positive of the pandemic. Our students have really embraced coming out to that far side.
They have.
Kind of Knight Nation showing up here.
Ulrey trying to quick one-touch it through the center. Couldn't find Kilgallen. Now here's Smith. Smith beats a man, and now
Strobel, number 7.
Deflected off of Strobel there. And Strobel is doing a pretty good job of clogging up the passing lanes for Kalamazoo. And Mahuma's slips a little bit on the turf. Pass back to Ulrey. Not a whole lot of possession, clear possession. Every ball, every inch is being contested.
And here comes the pressure by...
I guess if you're going to use the old Calvinistic phrase, every square inch, right?
Yeah.
Every square, and there's a little slip, and here comes Kilgallen through the left wing. Trying to turn a man inside, and he is wrestled. That's going to be a foul on Kalamazoo. We will not get the card.
Travis Barclay there battling with...
Yeah, very physical game here, as you would expect. Seen a lot of great Kalamazoo games down through the years. I can remember the days of Dr. Marv Zeidema and Hardy Fuchs. You know, Dr. Z for Calvin, Dr. Fuchs for Kalamazoo. Went head-to-head for close to 30 years. A lot of great Kalamazoo men's soccer games. And, of course, there's been some real good ones here in recent memory. Free kick by Smith coming in, and it's headed out. Shaw will play it back to Harvey. Van Andel flicks it through, and a little pressure by Kilgallen. Couldn't get there. Again, Kalamazoo flicking it out. Here is Twig. The Auckland, New Zealand, a little through ball pass, trying to get there is Smith. A little square pass, and no one there. A lot of defenders clogging up the lane. Here's a shot, and Twig will curl it high and wide. First shot of the second half. Twig taking a crack from distance.
The Knights bench and coaching staff urging them on, the effort, like the one through ball.
About 7 minutes into this second half. 1-0 Kalamazoo. Goal kick won by Calvin out of the air and quickly up the right wing. Shaw trying to get there and cleared out promptly by the Hornets. That was Halloran again. I think that's Smith who's going to take the throw on far side. Flint Powers Catholic lad. Sends it into the box. Battle for the ball. Here is Kilgallen. He'll chip it far post. No one there. Kalamazoo clears it out. Harvey tries to keep it in. Takantati, his first touch of the second half. He's got 3 defenders all over him. Still on the carry. And deflected away by the Hornets. And off the foot of Akantati. It'll be a throw-in for Kalamazoo. Well, now they're going to say Kalamazoo throw. Our lead official first put up a signal for Calvin, and they flipped it away. Now there's Harvey, who got dumped to the ground. Play continues. Twig returning to Akantade. Akantade getting double and triple teamed. And that is not a surprise.
Nope.
And that's where, if you're Calvin, look out. Here comes Kalamazoo the other way.
Yazbek
Little counterattack.
to Romo. Wallace joining the battle.
And the ball deflects off of Kalamazoo's Halloran, so it'll be a throw in far side. Very high-paced, playoff intensity kind of game.
Yeah.
Long pass across the field from Mahumaza, back to Bowser and Van Andel. To Twig, and the one-touch pass back to Bowser has a little too much pace, and Bowser didn't quite connect on the run. So the Hornets with a little possession. On the turn there
Out to Romo.
was Yanahara, and now into the box, Romo losing the ball, and off the Hornets into the Kalamazoo bench, throwing for the Knights. Be a throw in for Bowser. Kilgallen maybe a little push in the back, no call. The Hornets will win the free ball. Look out, here comes Romo, edge of the box, right side, squares it right to the middle, trying to get off a shot, deflects around, pinballs out, and the Knights clear the danger. Harvey gets it out, headed down by the Hornets. Kalamazoo resetting.
Wallace.
Little slide tackle by Smith, and it deflects off of Kalamazoo. Throw in Knights. 35-30 left, regulation time. Hornets up 1-0. Getting the goal about midway through the first half. I did not witness it, but I've received the play-by-play. So, yeah, here's Akantade trying to beat a double team. A little heavy touch there at the end, and it is picked up by the defender, Schwartz. Schwartz still on the carry. Stepping up is Van Andel, goes out of bounds off of Kalamazoo. Right at the midfield stripe. Well, now a couple of steps up. Bowser throws it up toward Kilgallen. Kilgallen slips. Tried to draw a foul. Didn't sell it enough. Deflects off of Bowser to the back line.
Boy, Kilgallen's really active up there, Jeff. I can just tell you that's been a difference in this second half.
Yeah.
Here comes Yahare.
Well, Kalamazoo coming back the other way. That's Kiris. Edge of the box, Romo. Kalamazoo still threatening. Mahuma's on the defensive marking, and the Knights trying to get it out.
Boy, just every ball.
Yeah, every little piece of action here on the pitch is tightly contested. Kalamazoo player goes down. No foul called there. Shaw. A lot of energy is being expended by both teams. And here comes Akantade. Got a little space. Still on the carry. Squirts it through to the middle and overshot Shaw, who had made his run. Van Andel got a piece. Look out. Romo on the carry. He's got a tracker coming through the middle. He's going to square it, and Van Andel blocked it. Otherwise, there is an attacker racing free. Ethan Harvey, far side to Ulrich. Tries to reverse field and didn't put quite enough bend on it.
Trying to get some space. Bowser.
Yep. Well, the Knights have a little space there. Kalamazoo is packing it in. As you would expect up a goal here on the road. Akantade still on the carry, and it is cleared out by the Hornets. In fact, Kalamazoo defender almost took out his own man. That was Travis Barclay and Mikey Schwartz. So it'll be a corner for the Knights. Smith. This is where you look for someone like Drew Van Andel or Mahumaza to get a hat on one. Bowser is right in front of the goalie. Far post going up high. It's cleared out by the Hornets. Here is ball sent in. Van Andel pinballing around. A shot and a save. And they call an offside. The far AR went up with the flag. So on the restrike as the ball was cleared out, Kalamazoo's defensive back line pulled up and the Knights were caught offside. So even if the ball had found the back of the net, it would have been waved off. It's a pretty good disciplined defensive effort as soon as the ball gets cleared out to
You got
pull out together right away.
a lot of trust, right?
Yep, for sure. A lot of coordination. It's not something that happens overnight, that's for sure. Just like an offensive line, you know. Ethan Harvey. Knights with a little possession here. Switching fields and Van Andel now. And his pass was deflected by Romo. Got a boot in front. Ulrey wins it back. And Ulrey lets it go underneath him. And now here's Akantade, and it's read nicely there. Pocket pick by Wallace. Here he comes through the center. And Mahomes is there to win it back.
So I think Coach Souders inspired them at halftime. And I think the energy levels there, Kilgallen giving us some energy up top. Now the execution, Jeff.
Yeah, the execution, easier said than done. Trying to finish it off against a very, very strong defensive unit here that's going to be very dug in and very disciplined. Here's Romo now, right wing. He's got some space, working on Bowser. Little slide pass to Yanahara and loses it, and it squirts up to Wonder. Just under 31 minutes left in regulation time.
At what point does Kalamazoo take a little more time with everything? I think they're doing a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Free kicks, throw-ins.
Yeah, I think once you start hitting that 20-minute mark, I think you're going to start seeing that a little bit more.
They still are a little bit in attack mode, but it's a little more counterattack this half.
Oh, for sure. And they've got the pieces to play it that way, so I'm not surprised. Bowser in the left wing, and just a little slow on the decision there, and Kalamazoo read it, picked it off. Just sitting back there and making life difficult on the Knights. Quick ball movement will be imperative. Far right wing, that's Shaw. Back to Harvey. Centers it through the middle to Van Andel. Romo right on him. Left wing, Akantade got a little space. He's probably going to go right into the box. He will. And ball deflected around Akantade, and it'll be a corner for the Knights. Well, that's where, Jim, if you're just charging hard, even if you go hard, maybe you get tripped up. Maybe you draw a penalty.
Like that pass interference call in football, right?
That's right. That's right.
You never know. Mason Smith's been doing heavy duty on corners.
Here comes another. Bents at far post. And Twig just got run over. Boy, heavy duty traffic going up high. Mahomesa scores! Aguma Mahomesa goes up high and slams that baby down, and we are tied at 1. Man, he went up high to get that rebound. There was no one who was going to get that ball but him, and he made no mistake.
Boy, goals change games, don't they, Jeff?
Well, it was on the second and third ball. The ball went to the far post, and the official let play go. There was a couple of players from both sides that just ran each other over.
Yeah.
So then the ball squirts to the right wing. It's clipped right back high into the box. There's a little bit of chaos going on, and Mahomesa was unmarked and at 6'4"-ish.
Yeah.
And he can jump. I mean, it was like a slam dunk.
Yeah. And Jeff, it goes back to what you said about Oliver, right? That created the corner kick, and now Kilgallen. The Knights playing with some energy. We talked about in the first half with Coach Ottenhoff, who helped us out here in the booth, and that next 5 minutes, every defensively, offensively, right?
Yeah.
The Knights would love to jump on another one.
Well, let's see if they can use that energy. 1-1, the Knights scoring. And about, I don't have my live stats in front of me. I'll try to bring that up. But roughly about the 45th. Yeah, about the 61st minute, I think, came that goal. I can look it up here in just a moment.
Well, the big crowd of students were not disappointed. Now another set
free
piece
kick from the right side. And this is where, like you said, you want to jump on Kalamazoo because their daubers are perhaps down a little bit.
Ethan Harvey and Mason over the ball. Again, the Knights advantage with Van Andel.
Well, Harvey can, hit it with the left foot. Smith to the right. They're going to go with Harvey. Line driver, and it's, what do we have?
What?
Referee didn't blow his whistle? They're going to restart it again.
Right.
Well, Jim, as you know, I saw one of the wildest high school soccer
I-
finishes of all time, and there was a lot of confusion over what actually could and could not happen. And actually, one of the officials of West Michigan Soccer, who I know quite well, and I'll just leave it at that, explained to me that it was very much illegal play. He was not at the game there, and I'll explain that maybe when I get a chance to breathe here in this game. But away we go here.
Harvey.
Ball edge of the box. Mahomes another? No, it's deflected
Another
out by
corner.
Kalamazoo. Yeah, long story short, there was a goal scored from a kickoff at midfield off a quick touch, and the ball does not have to move off the first touch much. It can all it takes is just one quick touch off a kickoff, and
Is that
it
Mason?
could go in the net and be a good goal.
Is that Mason again or Harvey? Here
I
comes
think that's
Harvey. They're going to try to in swing it. They've been using Mason on both sides. Now they look like they're going to in swing it with Harvey, and Mason's going to try to draw some people away there. But I think after their success around they want this ball coming towards the goal.
Yep.
They've gone both ways.
Well,
with Mason.
Wallace is there trying to get in front of the line drive, and it's deflected out. Van Andel, and it's punched out by the keeper. Harvey tries to punch it in. Mahomes high up into the air. Twig with a ball. Headed again, and Bowser got a piece, but now the goalie will jump all over it. Hout Cooper.
Yep, Hout Cooper. And here.
Well, it's been all Calvin for the most part here in the second half.
Yeah, probably about from the 36 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
it was kind of evenly contested. The move to Kilgallen with some energy up top, playing off of him. Chris Shaw on the right. And here comes Twig. Wow, that's going to be an interesting play.
Ball comes back to
Wow.
the keeper, Hout Cooper, and he'll have to play it up the near sideline right in front of us. Van Andel sends it right in the middle. Look out. Van
Yep.
Andel's going to have to backtrack, and we're going to have a foul on
Oh.
Twig and a card on Twig for
Just grabbing.
yeah, well, not just for grabbing, but I think also for keeping the fast break, so to
Right.
speak. A tactical foul there by Twig, and I think the official felt that a clear path was impeded, thus the card was given. So here's the free kick by the Hornets. It's headed edge of the box. Mahumaza there. He's being tightly hawked, and it goes, stays in bounds. No, out of bounds off of Kalamazoo, far side.
You got to feel good for Aguma. He was involved in their goal.
Yep.
And so you got to feel good. You know, soccer's a game of the ultimate team sport.
Yep. Ball comes back to Van Andel, and he sends it up top and
Wow.
Oh, that's a great collection out of the air, and he's got a one-on-one up the left wing. Now he's got double coverage into the center. Pass to Smith. Smith pinballing around. Oh, and Kilgallen couldn't quite get there in time. Well, hard to anticipate that one. I mean, Smith was just trying to collect, maybe get another touch or shot, and I don't think that's how he intended it. So Kilgallen couldn't quite read it correctly, but that was awfully close.
That was the worst. That's the worst. Oh.
Akantade went up high for that one, got undercut a little bit. Referee says play on. They have allowed a lot of physicality. A shot, and it's from distance, and it goes wide. That shot by...
Boy, your heart stops a little bit every time.
yeah, well,
somebody
anything
rips
from
one.
distance. That was Michelle Aliyah.
Sam's having a running conversation with the middle.
Full moon out.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, it's been a physical game, but I think both teams respect each other enough. I don't think it's been chippy. So
No.
that's good to see.
Yep.
Now I think we've got a lot on the line here for the next 26 minutes or so.
Yep.
23, excuse me.
Yeah, Calvin 12-2-2. Kalamazoo 9-2-2. Those are the overall records of these two teams coming into tonight.
A little slip there by Shaw.
Yeah. Kilgallen pinching in, and he'll be called for the foul.
We talked a little bit with Coach Ottenhoff when the weather where we have, and it's great weather, but there's a little condensation certainly on the field. The ball skips a little bit.
It does. Well, especially when it gets a little cooler at night.
Ooh, Bowser, wow.
And play continues. Kilgallen had a little bit of a push there, and the referee says, let's go. Play on. Deflects off of Twig, and Twig with a big...
Boy, Wallace can really run.
He can. Back to Mahumaza.
So that's always that dangerous.
Left foots it through the middle. A little turnover here to Romo on the turn. Look out. Here's a shot. It goes off of Mahumaza. Trying to get there is Wonder, and he goes up and snags it right in front of Wallace. Yeah, that was dangerous because of the turnover.
No, I just want to make sure. Yep.
Good play by the keeper to go up and snag that one.
Here comes Romo.
The Smith got a little touch. Akantade tried to keep it in, could not. Well, Kalamazoo pushing back a little bit now here, getting a shot. A couple of them actually here, according to our live stats. So
the Knights got to recollect and.
Yeah, well, a lot of energy gets expended there. So
you see that in a lot of sports, right?
Yep.
You get back in it, and then that letdown. The basketball team that comes back from 10, or the volleyball team that from 2 sets down, they can't finish it off in the 5th. The Knights trying to find that energy and pride to bring this one home.
Kalamazoo on the carry, far side of the field, and it's centered right through the middle. Bowser will send it back to the wing. Touch on it by Aiden Gillig, who's in the game now right in front of us.
Yeah.
And we've got a foul here on Van Andel just outside the box, and a dangerous free kick coming up for the Hornets.
Boy, I tell you, if you saw the first half, well, I don't know who's going to take it, but Holleran put one on the goal. That Wonder made a great save, a near post attempt. Yeah,
this is going to be a little bit right of center. And they're going to put 4 players around them on this free kick attempt. They'll move the Kelvin wall back. Big moment here for Wonder.
Yep.
Aaliyah is part of this group. Mikey Schwartz. No, well, and we got a two-man. So it looks like Leah and I can't tell.
I'm going to guess it's Halloran.
Halloran, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one who just ripped one in the first half. That Wonder made a great save. So
1, 2, 3, a 5-man wall for Kelvin. And let's see if they try to slide it right through the center as well. To the far post, Wonder read it. That's a tongue twister, to say the least. And he makes the save. 20 minutes and change left here in regulation. 1-1. Big high punt by Wonder. Headed out of the back by Schwartz. Now sent back to Kilgallen. Back to Bowser. To Ulrey. A lot of one-touch football going on right now. Ulrey with a header, and Wallace was bumped. No foul called.
Twig, got a sub here.
We've got a sub here. Evan Neuenhuis coming on. That's where Twig has to be a little bit careful. He likes to be aggressive, but playing with a card, all it takes is one bad slip on the turf. You know, you get another card, now you're down a man, and you're out for the Hope game on Saturday night.
Another corner.
Well, here comes a corner for the Knights. Of course, Mr. Twig is somebody that Coach Souders can ill afford to have out of the lineup right now. So Coach Souders with the yellow card will ride the Rapids.
How long will Oliver get a little break here and then come back?
Yeah. 18:57 left. Low corner kick, and it is headed out at the near post by Wallace, and then getting a piece of it is Shaw, but look out. We've got a 3-on-2. Good play by Neuenhuis to backtrack and win that ball back.
Bowser up there.
Bowser is clipped from behind. Hornets win it. Van Andel with those long legs intercepts that one. Harvey. Through the center, Wallace with the intercept, and right through the middle. Look out. And Romo almost was clean in on goal, but it squirts through the middle. And up to Wonder. Ulrey to Van Andel. Now he'll play the long ball up the wing to Neuenhuis, who chests it down. Plays it back to Bowser. He's got a little bit of space. He's got a runner. And he couldn't quite get Twig. Good win, though, by Bowser. Bowser still on the carry. Plays it back to Smith. Knights on the attack, into the box. Smith, will he shoot it? He will, and it's deflected off of Kalamazoo. Another corner for the Knights.
Turned into a fan, Jeff. I'm exhausted.
That is the 10th corner of this match for the Knights. How about that?
They've had a lot of them.
Yeah, and Smith has taken almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
Harvey is the one that had the in-swinger.
Yep. Here, it's been low the last few times.
Low corner kick. Oh, he just missed the near post. Oh, that was a beautiful setup. Beautiful service by Smith, and Van Andel went up high, and he just missed the near post, and it was open. Wouldn't have had really the keeper, Houtkeeper really wouldn't, or Houtcooper really wouldn't have had much of a chance on that one.
No. That one you would have tipped your hat, right?
Yep. Awfully close. 17 minutes left. Van Andel goes up, got a little piece of it, but Kalamazoo has it. Hornets on the attack.
Oh, dangerous.
Head to the box, and it's going to go off of Mahumaza and over the end line. It'll be a corner for the Hornets. It was Chad Ewing that was part of that play. Still familiarizing myself with some of these players and numbers. Be a corner far side.
Boy, I can't tell you who that is.
Yeah,
it's a long ways away.
I think that's Yanahara.
Yep, and we're getting old, Jeff, and that's a long ways away.
It is. Near post, and it's headed out by Mahumaza. Racing through his twig. Look out. You do not want to get a card. Here's Wallace, edge of the box, tries to square it, and it's deflected by Harvey. Passes it up to Neuenhuis. Little flick behind. Couldn't quite control. The Hornets get it back. Oh, and an aggressive tackle by Harvey, and he's going to get a yellow card. He took out his man. He got there a half second late, and he took out Kalamazoo player Ewing, and that was the proper call. I don't think the intent was to injure. The intent was to get to the ball, but he was a half second too late and took out the player in the slide tackle. So we're going to have another free kick, this one from a little further out, right in front of that Kalamazoo bench. Let's see what they set up here.
Yeah, I think you're going to have one person over the ball.
Yep, it's going to be Aaliyah who's going to serve it in.
Everybody kind of on the edge of their seats here.
Yeah, every touch of the ball. That ball's going toward the far post, and it's going to
let it ride
over the back line and over the end line. It'll be a goal kick. Sub coming up for Kelvin. I believe that is
Zach Flowerday.
Yep. Sophomore at Holland Christian High School.
For Shaw.
Yeah, Christopher Shaw.
Not a lot of subs either team.
No. Well, that's the way. I don't know if Coach Hardy Fuchs is watching this game, but he was always a firm believer in my 11 should play the entire game if at all possible. He rarely subbed himself, so if he's watching this game, he'd probably be nodding his head in agreement. Long-time German professor at Kalamazoo College, as well as the head men's soccer coach.
So from about the 36-minute to the 26-minute mark, the Knights clearly were in control, and it's been even and maybe a little not a lot of smooth possession on either side.
No, it has not. Ball out of bounds into that Kelvin student throng. Will be a throw-in coming up for the Hornets. We've got 14:35 left.
I don't know if you had a chance to look. Hope with the win today, 2-1.
Yep, 2-1. They
Trine with the win on senior day down at Angola. I didn't get the score from Albion Olivet.
Yeah, I'll try to look that one up here. Be a throw-in for Kelvin, far side of the field.
No major upsets there. Points where we thought they were going to come, they came.
A near steal by Twig, and play continues. Hornets center it through the middle. There's a shot from distance, and Wonder will smother it.
Yanahari set to come back in. As
That was
Coach,
Gillig with the big hard shot from distance, and why not on a slippery evening here?
Oh, wow. Very physical. Oh, another
Here
slip.
is Kilgallen, left wing, just sending it through, and Flowerday didn't read him. Looks like Albion and Olivet are tied 1-1 late in the second half. Kind of like what we have right here. Van Andel outside to Smith. He turns and beats his man Wallace. On the carry, got a little space. Sends it up the right wing, trying to get there's Flowerday. Good slide tackle by the Hornet back line.
And
Be a throw-in for the Knights.
Well, we talked in the open about a 1-1, 2-1 type game, 1-0, and that's where we find ourselves.
Throwing by Smith into the box. Van Andel got a little piece of it. Gets deflected back out. Smith trying to
Here comes
get
Wallace.
there. And he finds Kilgallen on the turn. Sends it outside and a little too aggressive.
Here comes
Got a
the
sub here for the Hornets.
Yanahare.
Yep, Shun Yanahara.
Hara.
Sophomore out of Geneva, Illinois.
Thought that was by the...
Northwest Chicago, I believe.
Exactly.
My sister and brother-in-law live in that same general neck of Northwest Chicago. So here comes Mr. Twig. Gets bumped to the ground. Play continues. That is Kilgallen. Outside to Bowser. Neuenhuis got a little space on the carry. Edge of the box to Kilgallen. One little quick touch. Neuenhuis trying to press in. The keeper, Houtcooper. Just sends it in, well, up the near sideline, and then Van Andel to Bowser. Kilgallen being pressured. Triple team outside of Neuenhuis. Little give and go to Kilgallen. Centers it through, and a shot and a save, and it's squirting to the far post. That was Flowerday. Or was that Neuenhuis?
No, you got
I think that was Flowerday who got a left foot on it, and the keeper
crashing in.
Houtcooper with a big save. Just got his body on it.
Yeah.
And then it squirted free, but nobody there to clean up the loose change.
Oh,
for the
wow, a
Knights.
slip.
Yeah, he slips on the kick and almost quickly the other way, Kilgallen. Van Andel goes up high, wins that ball.
Oh.
Aggressive play there with Gillig. Knights win it back, though. Here is Twig. Twig, far right wing, Flowerday. Trying to race down that ball. Got a little piece. Turns it inside, putting a lot of pressure on the Kalamazoo back line, and it's cleared out by the Hornets. Throwing Kelvin. 10:50 left in regulation tied. Tied up 1-1.
Sounded like George Blaha, 10-50,
I do.
a long time Pistons announcer.
Long throwing by Smith, edge of the box, off the back of Van Andel, and went over
good
the end line.
corner.
It'll be a corner for the Knights. Yep.
We'll see if they're going to go with Harvey. I don't think he's in the game right now.
No, he is. He
Yeah, he
is,
is.
but they're going to go with Smith again. Harvey is playing
Playing
deep,
center field
deep
here.
free safety.
Akintade set to come in with Strobel for Kalamazoo. A lot of tension on Naguma.
Curled right up in the near post. Mahomes got a little piece of it. Not enough, though. Neuenhuis trying to turn. Flicks it. And nobody there but the keeper, Houtcooper. It's like a fresh Akintade getting ready to check in for Kelvin and for Kalamazoo. Hayden Strobel.
Both number 7s.
Yep.
Really searching for Van Andel's been steady. Here comes Twig on
and it's won by the Hornets.
Got to be careful.
Ulrey just flips it through the center, and it's won by Neuenhuis toward the far post or far side, intercepted by the Hornets. Battle for the ball, far side. Kilgallen. Oh, it's Harvey, actually. Little give and go going on here between Kelvin and Kalamazoo.
Yep. Wallace battling Harvey over there, and now
right up through the middle. It's won by the Hornets. Kiris. Hornets in possession, and a step up there by Flowerday, and he wins it to Twig. To Smith.
Boy, it is like trying to establish a running game in a Big Ten football game.
Yep.
You just got to keep going.
Old school Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah. Both teams not giving in. That's, when we went to the single round robin in the MIAA, the heightened of every game. It's just there's not a lot of chances down the road. You got to protect your home field and try to get points where you can every time out.
Well, it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Akintati just came in. Neuenhuis is the one who gave him the break there. Neuenhuis had a great shift.
Yeah.
One out of the air by the Knights. Twig. Kilgallen outside. Flowerday, who's still in the game, right wing. Off of Kalamazoo, throwing Knights.
Some heavy discussion going on in the Knights coaching staff about their next move.
Yeah. 8 minutes left. Trying to pass through the middle and nothing there, and it's just cleared out by the Hornets deep into the Calvin end. Mahumaza will just send it right back down the middle. Ball being played between the two 30s right now. Intercept by Ulrey. One touch pass to Twig, keeps his feet. Referee was going to call the foul, but says play continues. Advantage. So Twig, little chip pass up the right wing. Flowerday trying to get there.
He does.
Got a little piece of it, cleared out by the Hornets. It'll be a throw-in for Calvin, deep into the Kalamazoo end.
The
substitution, Chris Shaw coming in.
Coming in for Ulrey, which kind of, I think, puts Mason back in that holding position when they come out of this free kick. Jeff, we don't give Calvin enough credit. They've been defending a championship, for 14 straight years. And
long throw by Mason Smith. Fernando to the far post. Nobody there. Cleared out by the Hornets. Yeah, a lot of pressure with that. Here is Shaw up toward Bowser, trying to get there. Got a piece, and the keeper got it. Enough of it. I thought maybe we'd get a foul call on actually the attacker. Usually they protect the keeper, and play just continued. That was a great play by Hoot Cooper to just punch that ball out with, Bowser coming in like a freight train.
Right.
Yeah, and Coach Shabazz, I think, is
Not
talking
happy.
to the AR right in front of him, saying, you got to protect my goalie. Mason Smith up the right wing. Little long ball going on. Kilgallen
He's been active.
wins the possession. Van Andel to Akintade. Little one-touch pass towards Shaw. Back to Akintade.
All right, here we go.
Akintade into the box.
Oh.
Centers it through the middle. Nobody there. Trying to get there was Flowerday, and it comes right up toward Coach Souders.
We are 5:45 remaining.
Yep. Throwing coming up for Bowser.
And the
Edge
Knights.
of your seat
Yep.
contest. Kalamazoo sends it up the wing. Goes off of Coach Shabazz. Be a throw-in for the Knights. Bowser to throw it in. Up the near wing to Kilgallen. He's put in quite a shift in this second half.
Yeah.
To Van Andel. Pinballs back to Van Andel. Up toward Akintade. Now it's Shaw. It's got a little space on the carry. Goes far right wing to Flowerday. One touch. Trying to beat a man. Coming around the corner. Still on the carry. Lost it. And Kalamazoo will clear it out. Going down to Smith. Got a little touch. Romo, look out. Here comes Kalamazoo the other way. Smith trying to backtrack. Got a little touch on it. And the Knights win it back.
Oh.
That was Twig. Got a piece to Akintade. He'll win it out of the air. Trying to beat a man on the carry. And then got bumped off the ball. Play will continue. That was Mikey Schwartz who won it for Kalamazoo. And here come the Hornets. Got a little space up the right wing. That's Karras. Look out. Here's Romo. It's dangerous. Squares it. And Mahumazo is there. Be a corner, though, for the Hornets. Haven't had a lot of them. I think this is the second of the half for Kalamazoo. Fourth of the match, according to our live stats.
And they're taking their time.
Yep. 4 minutes left here in regulation. We've got a ball on the field.
Yep. Women's lacrosse athletes being our ball chasers tonight. Done a fine job.
Corner kick is going toward the far post. Mahomes went up high. Look out. Here's a shot to the far post, and Wonder is all over it. Wallace with the outside the foot shot, and Wonder read it well and smothered it. Fine goalkeeping. Not a bad setup at all by Kalamazoo either off that corner. Mahomes just went up high enough to get it out of the 6-yard box, and then Wallace flicked it back in from the top. Another one of those little subtle pushes in the back. And that was Kilgallen, who could have been called for it. They've allowed that pretty much to go uncalled all night both ways.
Yeah, I think what happens, Jeff, is like an umpire who's get the low strike zone. You just let it roll with it. I'm not calling it tonight. Much to the chagrin of the player when it's on him, but when he does it, he doesn't mind it.
Under 3 to go. Wallace with it. Kalamazoo to Romo. Back to Wallace, and it will go out of bounds far side, throwing Hornets, though.
And you know, they have a throw-in guy that reminds me of one of the Neal brothers down there at Hope. Holleran.
Grant Neal was the one who could. And Grant Neal was the one who could throw it long. Logan was the keeper.
Yeah, Holleran can get this ball right on the goal. Number 22.
2.5 to go. Throw edge of the box. Mahomes heads it down. Look out, and a shot. It goes up high and over the bar. Quite high over the bar. Paul Kiris had that shot. Yeah, if you've got to throw in artists like that, especially on a field that's a little narrower like Calvin, boy, you take advantage.
Yeah, you hold your breath.
Yep.
If you're trying to defend it.
Daniel Wonder with the big goal kick goes over the head of Twig. And out of bounds off of the Hornets. Under 2 to go. Throwing Knights.
You got to play the full 90 before you can't start thinking over.
No, you can't.
Overtime, right? You can't do that.
Mason Smith.
Because just when you rest, we're basically in sudden death.
This is a game that's been one of concentration of high levels. Here is Romo. Through the center and trying to get there is Harvey. And he will win it.
You know, anything.
And now here come the Knights the other way. Here comes Flower Day. Flower Day will just center it up through the middle. Trying to get there is Akantate, the keeper. Hout Cooper gets there in time.
Yeah, we're effectively in golden goal territory right now with a minute to go.
Minute 10 to be exact. The keeper.
Not well struck that time. No. Oh.
Mason Smith.
1 minute.
Boy, you're looking for a corner kick, a foul, anything to.
Up the right wing, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets, deep in their territory. 50 seconds left in regulation.
They're going to take about. Oh no, they're coming out real quick.
That went off the foot of Harvey.
Oh, a slip.
Yeah, little slip.
One
by Calvin. We got 30 seconds to go. Twig lost it. Here comes the Hornets the other way. Now here's Shaw being pressured hotly from behind. Fernandel right down the middle. 15 seconds left. Twig wins it down to Shaw. Little one touch. Oh, he tried to find Smith. Now here's Harvey. 10 seconds left. Have to just send it into the box.
8, 7,
sends it through, and we are going to head to
3,
overtime.
2, 1.
So 5 minutes up on the clock. Five in between.
Abden flowed that second 45. Closely contested the first, say, 9 minutes. The Knights kind of from 36 to 26 had the upper hand. That's when they found their goal. Then evenly played. And I thought if I had to be a boxing judge, I thought we had a little better of it there. The Zach Flower Day minutes there. More corner kicks.
Just looking at the stats, if I can do my math here. The first half, Kalamazoo outshot Kelvin 9-5. Second half, Kelvin has outshot Kalamazoo 9-8 in the second half.
10 minutes?
And we will have a 10-minute overtime session.
Yep.
And if we go to a second overtime, that will also be 10 minutes.
So different than what you might see on television. This is going to be golden goal.
Well, even high school too. High school, that I hadn't seen a lot of high school soccer up until last year, and my son started playing. But high school plays out the full double overtime session, whether teams score or not. But yeah, in college, it's sudden death. Golden goal really makes it dramatic. You watch professional soccer or international soccer; they play out the full 30.
Yep.
And those are 15-minute. First overtime, second overtime, and they just flip the field at the break. But you play, once you go to overtime at the international or professional level, once they start getting in a tournament or cup play, that's a full 30 minutes that's set in stone. Here, as soon as a goal is scored, game over.
Right, so we're looking for points, right? Right now,
Yep.
both teams will walk away with one. Both teams be a little dissatisfied with that, but the 3 points, and you start getting to late October, with 6 teams making the MIAA playoffs, you want to try to avoid that 3, 6,
right.
4, 5 Saturday, October 30.
Yep.
You'd like to take that day off, rest your nicks and your bruises, and have another team play another game, and then you play on Wednesday. The
Yep.
Knights have been fortunate to do that. And you want home field as long
Yep.
as you can have it.
Yeah, certainly a
tr-
lot to play for. That's for
Yep,
sure.
the travel, we're getting in now. That's been impressed by the crowd this evening. We were in midterms, about halfway through the semester, and I know a lot of students as we start up our winter sports with men's and women's basketball starting, and
Yeah, just a couple of weeks away.
yeah, crazy.
Well, and swimming starts this weekend. MIAA relays Friday, and then Grand Valley on Saturday. Non-conference dual match.
Well, Jeff, if
meet.
you're looking for something to do this weekend, you got to come over here to Calvin's Knollcrest campus. We got a great volleyball tournament. We got a women's soccer team playing Adrian that will have significant impact at 7 o'clock
Yep.
Saturday night on the standings. And then you got the MIAA relays, which gives you a preview of kind of how the winter will shape up for those
Yep.
athletes. And of course, the men's soccer will be on the road at Hope. So big weekend for Calvin Athletics. Be remiss to not talk about the first championship
How about
of the
that?
fall.
Yeah, MIAA men's golf title. They kind of grabbed the momentum and got themselves enough slack to hold on for a 3-stroke win in the cumulative league standings. And
Yep.
really, it was that home tournament over at the Stonewater Country Club
That was-
where Kelvin really stepped up and grabbed hold of the lead.
Yeah, and the last day is the day that if you're a golf fan, you love, right? High winds, 16 to 21 mile per hour winds, a little colder up there at the Polecat, tough pin placements. One story that came out of there is coming down to the 18th hole, Kason Anderson, and one of our senior all-conference players, found himself long and short-sided on the 18th with Hope's golfer about 5 feet for birdie. Kason chipped in for birdie, and the Hope golfer missed his putt for birdie. So
Yeah.
you talk about a game of
Yeah.
2 strokes after 6 rounds. Now there's many things going on in the course at the same time, but
That's a big moment.
that's
right
a
there.
big moment for a senior to find himself chipping in
Yeah.
to get to birdie when you see the Hope player 4 to 5 feet and first.
Sorry, excuse me. I've been up since about 6 a.m. here. I had an oil change, early morning appointment. So
Well,
not
let's
trying
see.
to yawn at that MIAA title by any means.
No.
Or this game for that matter. But
Interesting. So you see a one little change out there. I think you see Ethan Brown, Flower Day.
Flower Day's out there, and
I think Ethan Brown's in. I think that Kilgallen
yeah, Brown is in.
had played the whole 45, and I don't know. Jeff, I'm going to confess, I don't know the subbing rule. I know they're probably trying to
He
get
could
Jack
come back in one more time,
one more time.
Kilgallen,
Yep. So
in the second half. So they're probably trying to go with a fresh body there.
yep. So Ulrey, Kilgallen from the starting 11. So let's see how we line up here. It looks like Ethan will be that target. Flower Day is going to be over here on the right, and the midfield is going to be Shaw, Twig, Smith, and your back 4 is going to be the same. Harvey, Mahumaza, Fernando, and Bowser. So Flower Day on the right, Ethan Brown playing the target, Akintade to the left. The Hornets are going to come out with their same group. So Romo and Wallace and Yazbek and Holleran and
So the Hornets
Strobel,
have the kickoff, and away we go.
both keepers.
First overtime. Well, here is Wallace passing it to Romo. Hornets quickly on the attack. Wallace dumped to the ground. Play continues. Ball chipped up. Won by Kalamazoo. They are pressing the attack early. Goes out of bounds. Well, did not see a midfield goal off the kickoff there. Suffice it to say, I am still a little
Jaded.
on something like that. Here's Kalamazoo, though. Look out. They've got some space. Kalamazoo, will he get off a shot? Centers it through, and Mahumaza is there, and he clears it out. So far, Kalamazoo pressing the attack early on. Akintade trying to get there. Knights trying to get the ball back. Harvey up to Flowerday. Little back heel flick. Controls it on the carry. Trying to get there is Twig. And it ricochets off of who? Off of Twig, apparently.
Yep.
Did a little back heel himself. Throwing up toward Romo, but Harvey chests it down. Kalamazoo fandom wanted a handball call. Referee said no. He waved it off right away. Kalamazoo, though, in possession of the ball. They are pressing right away. They've got the energy in this first overtime so far. About a minute and a half in. Be a throw-in. Coming up for the Hornets, near side.
Don't want to foul down here. You don't want to give up a corner.
Harvey marking his man tightly.
Yazbek.
Pass through the center. Look out. He's got a heavy shot. Trying to beat his man. Still trying to beat his man, Smith.
Ooh.
A little slide tackle. Trying to turn his man inside and over the inline. Good dogged defense there as Kiris of Kalamazoo was on a dangerous run into the box. The Knights have been on the back heel.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo on the front foot here in overtime.
Certainly,
number
we
one.
got the first punch that was in this overtime has been delivered by the Hornets. The Knights trying to calibrate here for the overtime.
Up to Bowser. Twig
Boy, I
gets
think he
ahead
had more
on it.
time than he thought he had, right?
Yeah. Smith wins it out of the air. Pass back to Twig. Boy, that combo, they really like to work together. Twig lost his footing. Wins it back a little bit. The Knights back in possession. Smith up to Shaw. Shaw, a little one touch. Couldn't quite connect with Brown. Ball flicked up in the air. Akintade with a little piece. Trying to beat his man, and Kalamazoo defender just clearing it out right before Akintade could get a turn. Bowser trying to stay with his man. Look out. Romo was trying to break free, but the Knights win it back to Shaw. Shaw being tackled from behind. Play continues. Shaw got a little space. Shaw on the carry. Shaw, a little pass toward Flowerday. Edge of the box. Squares it through the middle. Shaw, shot. Oh! He missed the far post by inches. What a setup with Shaw and Flowerday. And that thing was inches from finding the back of the net. What a 1-2 combination. It just missed. Wow. And the Hornets dodge a huge bullet.
That was our most dangerous.
Yeah, other than the header there by Van Andel off the corner. Wow.
Wow, you saw that whole play develop.
Yeah. Shaw went up high to win it. Here's Kalamazoo's Kiris and goes off of Kelvin. Yeah, it was just this buildup that you could see, and it's like the momentum, and it just did miss. That's the same goal that Shaw had scored a game winner against Chicago a couple of falls ago. Out Cooper, and there is Mahumaza high into the air, and Twig wins it. Twig's got a little space. Twig on the carry. Twig, edge of the box. Sends it outside to Akintade. Squares it through the middle and cleared out by the Hornet defense. Is that Akintade? Yep, still Akintade on the ball, trying to beat a man. Now he's going to be double teamed. Sends it up the end line, and the referee says, no, let's play on. Shaw wins it out of the air. Knights now pressing the attack.
Yeah.
Shaw with a little piece. Twig, little double team there, and it's won by Kalamazoo. Smith intercepts. Romo, and it deflects off of Smith. There'll be a throw in for the Hornets. 5 minutes left here in overtime number 1. A real entertaining game.
Absolutely.
Even if you're a neutral, you'd have to admit this has been
What
an exciting one to watch. Seamus Kilgallen will check back in at the next opportunity.
Right. So it lived up to what both teams came to play. Both teams have experience. Both teams know what's at stake.
Yep.
If you like college athletics, this is
Here comes Kilgallen.
this is when I
He'll
say
check in for Brown, who gave Kilgallen a little extra rest there.
Yep.
Brown out of Muskegon Mona Shores.
The Knights trying to find one more.
Long throw and trying to get there is Twig and Kilgallen. It pinballs around outside, and that is Van Andel, who is on Romo, and it goes off of Van Andel. Throwing for the Hornets with 4 to go. Just over 4 to go. Here's Romo. Couldn't beat a man. Kilgallen. Play continues. Kalamazoo player went down as Kilgallen stabbed at the ball. Here's a little backheel pass from Romo. Got intercepted by Bowser through the
Bowser's
middle
been
to
solid.
Flowerday. Toward the Kalamazoo back line, going far right wing. Trying to get there is Bowser. Won by Akantati. Back to Bowser. The Shaw. Oh, what a great little piece of footwork that was. Shaw still on the carry. Passes it outside to Flowerday. Play it back to Harvey. Back to Flowerday. 2 men on him, trying to beat his men. Through the center. Here's Shaw. Got a little space. Little flick. Pass in on Kilgallen. A shot. Goal! And the Knights win it. The Knights win it in overtime on the through ball pass. I had to hesitate for a moment to make sure that the offside call was not made. The referee said he was onside. Kalamazoo is stunned, and the Knights with a huge 3 points here. Coming from behind to defeat the Hornets, and they stay undefeated in the MIAA. Moving to 5-0. Kalamazoo will move to 4-1-0. Referee Jim was right there.
And
he was right there to see it.
And he was pointing. He was there the whole time. And
Well, and the play was developed by Flowerday, who had 3 defenders on him. He squirted right through, and then all of a sudden you've got all sorts of space. Shaw with a little flick right through, and Kilgallen right in on keeper, and he flicked it over the keeper's shoulder for the game winner. What a game here. What a game.
Well, I tell you, when the Knights went down 1-0, and you know, the energy wasn't there. I think some of the moves that Coach Souders made, I give a lot of credit to the players. Jack Kilgallen moving into different spots, even throwing out a lineup that we haven't played a lot. You know, we throw the Shaw, Smith, and Twig midfield with Flowerday, and it turned out to play off big time for the Knights.
Well, this one brings up, it's a little bit of a different kind of game, but I remember back in, I think it was 2004, David Howard, 2004-05, scoring in that same goal in overtime. I think it was the second overtime to defeat Kalamazoo. That one was 1-0, and that same goal ended up being the golden one for Kelvin as they defeat the Hornets here in overtime, 2-1. Well, a great game by both. The first loss for Kalamazoo since September 11.
Right. So you can text old Mitch tonight and let him know that we
didn't help their strength of schedule.
No.
Well,
but I tell you, Jeff, when you look ahead, the Knights now go to Holland.
Yep.
They've had some success there. It's a different Hope team, a different Calvin team. You hate to try to put this one to bed. I don't know what Coach Souders is going to say to him. I don't know if you have to get the kids up for a Hope Calvin game in which we're going to be up 2 points in the standings with 2 to go. And
yeah, well, and Hope has to go to Kalamazoo yet too. Let's not forget that.
And again, you know, I think he'll talk to him about enjoying this one. Congratulations, and then they're going to have a little regeneration day tomorrow. You see them bringing out the chocolate milk and bananas.
Well, thankfully, I'd say the one thing in their back pocket is the fact that this is a Tuesday night match. You get that extra day of rest. If this was a Wednesday night match and then they have a Thursday, Friday to try to recover and then go to Hope, that'd be awfully tough. At least you get the Wednesday to just kind of recalibrate. Thursday, you get back into it. get your game plan together, and you know, you go from there, and then you get Friday to really get your mind straight before you go into game day.
Yep, because you gotta celebrate this one for 24 hours to get on with. Jeff, I appreciate your work. Big day today. I know you've been up a long time. I'm gonna sign off. I have not had dinner yet, and you know, when I out here for games like this, I do this for free.
Yeah. Oh,
I,
yeah.
all the paperwork and all the meetings I do during the day,
Yeah.
that's what they pay me for. But this is what it's all about. So I'll sign off, and you can tell the fans what's going on.
All right. Well, again, Calvin winning it 2-1, and I'll try to quick wrap up the final stats here for you. I'll bring up the live stats, but yeah, again, I had to kind of wait to see if that was a good goal. I was not sure if the ref was going to put up the flag or keep his flag down, and he put his flag down, and it was a good goal. And my fine statistician, Jake Leibold, brings over the box score here. Kelvin now 13, 2-2, 5-0. Kalamazoo 9, 3-2, 4, 1-0. Looking at the total shots, Kalamazoo with 18, Kelvin with 16. In overtime, Kelvin had 2 shots, 1 for Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo out shooting Kelvin 9-5 in the first half. Second half, at least the second 45, it was 9-8 Kelvin, and 2-1 in overtime. Kelvin with the edge. Corners, 11 for Kelvin, 4 for Kalamazoo. The keepers, both keepers were very busy. Gavin Hoot Cooper had 6 saves for the Hornets, and Daniel Wonder had himself a game for the Knights. He had 5 saves. As far as the scoring, it was Emilio Romo scoring his 8th goal of the year. That came in the 18th minute of the match on a bit of a defensive miscue on a back pass that got up and over the keeper and allowed Romo to go right in on goal and slide it in. Then the Knights with the equalizer in the 61st minute. Mohumaza heading in the chip from the right wing. Initially started off on a corner kick by Mason Smith. And Akintade flipped the ball back into the box, and Mohumaza went up, slam dunked it into the net, and it was 1-1. We, at that point, battled on. And then in overtime, it looked like the Knights might win it on a great give and go between Chris Shaw and Zach Flowerday. And Shaw just did miss the far post about 5 minutes in to the first overtime. And then the winner coming 6:47 into the first overtime, as it was Flowerday actually made the whole play go as he moved through 3 defenders along the right wing, sucked up some of that defensive pressure, slid a pass right to the center to Shaw, who had some space. The little through ball pass from Shaw to Kilgallen. Kilgallen was onside, and he chipped it up and over the keeper into the net, and the Knights win it 2-1. What an exciting one it was for the Knights. They got another huge match on Saturday night, 7 o'clock in Holland at the Van Andel Stadium. Kelvin and Hope. The Knights don't have a lot of time, but at least a little bit of time to regroup. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention the women's soccer team, which is undefeated here at Kelvin in the MIAA, and they have a huge game tomorrow night. They're on top of the MIAA standings. They travel to Albion for a 7 p.m. match. So that'll do it from here from Zeitema. Again, a final. It was Kelvin 2 and Kalamazoo 1. Until our next broadcast, we say so long.